the Drizzy and Morgan Show.
Recently, streamer Adin Ross has been under fire after making repeated public comments about rapper Doechii. What started as criticism quickly escalated into language. A lot of people felt crossed the line, not just harsh, but loaded. That's when voices from the culture stepped in. West Coast rapper Glasses Malone publicly checked Adin, saying this wasn't balanced critique anymore, and the way Doechii was being spoken about carried racial undertones. Wack 100 also got involved and first seemed to have sided with Adin, but after a call from TDE Top Dog, Wack told Adin to pipe down, warning that this kind of online disrespect can lead to real-world consequences. Real-world consequences. Adin has also defended himself, saying the issue was not about race, but about behaviour. And let's talk about it. We'll talk about how it started, because if you've been living under a rock, and then we'll talk about the consequences of it and what happened at the end. Drizzy, set it off.
He said set it off. Okay.
Set it off.
Okay. Adin David Ross. You're a bottom of the barrel, cum guzzling, cousin loving, dick sucking piece of shit.
Wow.
That's just how I feel about you. And I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I'm a keep it real. I don't even know you.
Wow.
But based on what I've seen,
yeah,
I think that summarizes you perfectly.
Yeah, I echo that.
Why is it, first of all, we need to look in the mirror as a culture, because we're letting these pieces of shit come into the culture and infiltrate the culture and probably benefiting and feeding off and profiting more off the culture than we are. And then they're in here disrespecting the thing like that. Secondly, the man them that are around Adin, that are co-signing this type of behaviour,
they might get packed in.
You lot are pieces of shit as well. And you can all get packed in.
They might get packed in.
You can get packed up, you can get packed up, you can get packed up like meat in a butcher's or a beach chair.
And by the way, Drizzy's not condoning getting packed up. He's just saying you can.
First of all, I can speak for myself.
Okay,
go. I can speak for myself. I'll just put that out there. Yeah?
Yeah, go.
I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
There's one thing critiquing something.
Yes.
I can critique something and critique it on the basis of what it is.
Yes.
If I'm critiquing a musician, I will critique them based off what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Music.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't critiquing Doechii over music. You called her an industry plant. And it's funny how we let some of these mofos, they somehow weasel their way into the culture, and then you're not a music connoisseur. You're not a music critique.
Right.
Who the hell are you to critique Doechii's music?
Do you think it was wrong for him to call her an industry plant?
Bro, based off of what? The footage is there.
Yeah.
You could trace back Doechii.
He ain't gonna do that though.
Of course not, because he's lazy.
Yeah.
Most of these mofos that be online talking the loudest and talking shit, they're lazy, bro. They don't do the research. Bro, you could be biased and have factual stuff to back up why you're biased towards them things.
Can I give a controversial take?
Go on then.
Just so.
Go on then.
Because once I say it, we're gonna move, right?
Go.
I do understand to a degree that when she was asking for the umbrellas and dissing the 9-to-5ers, that was a little bit of entitlement.
But everyone has an entitlement moment.
Yeah.
You've probably had an entitlement moment in 2026 so far. Yeah. And we're only
and I probably will have
more to come.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's only that you're not on a big stage that Doechii is, so therefore you get away with it. And but then this mofo sitting there saying, it's okay. I'll say the N-word around my friends and that, like when in private and all that, telling other streamers it's okay to say the N-word. Why are you not so lusty and so infatuated with that N-word? If I was in your crew and you said the N-word around me, I'm slapping you. You don't even know where that slap's coming. Bow!
But I don't think you would have anybody in your crew like that would use it.
Bro, I'm tired.
This is what Adin has done. He's enabled people. People have enabled him.
Have enabled him, He's been invited into the culture. He's not a music connoisseur. This guy was streaming video games.
He's a gamer,
and it just so happened LeBron James' son was online. They linked up. That's how he got famous.
Yeah.
How dare you sit there and critique Doechii's music?
Crazy.
But then you're bringing in, I'm not racist. Why are you emphasizing so much on the color of her skin? The gender of the woman.
Yeah.
And then to follow up your I'm not racist, you then flip out of Glasses Malone and you go for the lowest hanging stereotypical thing to say. Why don't you go...
Before you go,
okay,
because we're running, and I, bro, I'm with you.
I'm stop. Lucas,
I'm doing a good job, by the way. Doing a good job.
Okay, Karen.
The things that she said that I don't condone, the things that he said that I don't condone, was calling her a dirty bitch and telling us that she's unintelligent, and then calling her a smelly whore. I personally don't care about someone critiquing somebody and saying they're an industry plant. That's an opinion that doesn't really have legs. But when you start attacking someone's character, that's when I have a problem, which is back to Glasses Malone.
You pick the low-hanging stereotypical fruit. Why don't you go back and look? Don't worry about me. Why don't you pay attention to your baby mothers or your kids you got running around because you're a deadbeat dad? Glasses has no kids. So not only are you making a stereotypical claim towards this guy, you're making a very black stereotypical claim. Bro, you're racist. If you don't want to accept it, I'll tell you to your face. Yeah. I'll tell you, Adin, David Ross, you are racist. You might not take the straight journey to Racistville, but you definitely flip and get there towards the end with some twists and turns.
There's a lot of ignorance in it involved as well.
Bro, the guy's a pagan, bro.
Shout out to Glasses Malone, because Glasses Malone set pace. And for me, this is I'm glad we've got to this place in the culture. Forget about race. Just let's talk about the culture for a moment. I'm glad that we're finally getting to a place where motherfuckers are starting to hold people accountable for their actions. You cannot just go online and spew certain things and then talk to people and enable your chat as well to say derogatory things to black people and just think that you can get away with it. Now, Glasses Malone came out and started spanking him online, and I saw even people in his own camp, like Whack 100 initially, and another Donny, the AD, clowning it and laughing about it and making it into something funny. And I was like, we had a conversation briefly last week when it kind of kicked off, and I was like, this is why I get annoyed with our culture, because any other culture, Jewish culture, the Asians, the Chinese, the Japanese, you say anything to them, bruv, it's on and popping. It's only black people that just let you talk, that we let people talk greasy about the culture and about our music and about who we are, and we just let people get away with it.
Bro, no race is perfect, and our race is not perfect.
No.
But they always try to go to the default thing like, well, why are you lot talking so much about this when you lot kill each other? So does every other race. It's just our one is amplified more because we have an avenue called hip hop, a culture called hip hop, and a genre called rap where it's laid on wax and it's put out there.
Right.
That's why, because if any other race was doing that, you'd have to beat them with the same stick you beat with us, because we put it on wax and it's out there to listen to.
Facts.
By the end of the day, we as a culture need to just close the gate, bro. And if you come towards the gate, we need to start doing some background checks.
Yeah.
We need to start checking what you listen to, who can vouch for you, and the person that vouches for you, who vouches for them, and all that stuff, bro. I'm tired of these mofos coming into the thing, benefiting from it, and then they want to Bro, imagine letting someone in your yard and they're disrespecting your own house.
It's crazy.
What's going on?
Bro, it's funny when it started getting on top for him, he was talking about how he's Jewish.
Brother,
when he was
you was not saying you were Jewish when you was disrespecting Doechii. You didn't say, hey Doechii, my name's Adin David Ross, I'm Jewish, and this is what I think about you. You wasn't doing that. Yep. Now it's got on peak for you.
Yep.
All of a sudden now, you remember your ancestral bloodline.
Drizzy, he got pressed, you know? Like, he got pressed. I'm telling you, there's things I don't know, because I'm not around them, man, there, but I know from it kicked off, he got super pressed outside of Whack 100 telling him to pipe down. couple other man them got onto him. I heard Joe Budden's podcast about a couple of days later where he was just like, "But I don't even care if this Donny gets punched up." Let's talk about that. Joe, that's a question for you. Should we bring back punching up Donnies for real?
Did they leave?
Like, is it with like I don't know. Like,
no, but
that's a good question.
You say that, right? Here's the thing. This goes back to a conversation we had last year.
Punching up Donnies,
after we looked at that documentary, and we was like, yo, if man was getting punched up in certain times within that timeline, man might have fought different and done different things.
Brother, we used to fight back in the day. We had a difference with the man them. There was a couple knife crimes still when in my time, but it was still on a...
It's like shootings.
But I was like... But in my day, in our day, I should say, because you're part of mine, don't do that. Right.
I didn't do anything.
You smiled. I know, you laughed with him.
I'm listening. I didn't say that. I laughed because I understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay. In our day, Joe, there were shootings, but it was amongst the shooters.
Yeah.
It wasn't amongst civilians, you know, like that. You know, it wasn't
a shot. It wasn't like shooting against man that just have bare knuckle fists.
Yeah.
It was like pew pew and then pew pew from the other side, like it was two John Wicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, like here's what the root of the problem is that pisses me off. There's a bigger issue here.
Tell me about it.
Why is it when anyone from the community levels up, there's always an asterisk next to their success. Yeah. You're either in the Illuminati, you're either an industry plant, or you're sexually charged. You went around being treated like the Lizzie line, and you got your comeuppance because you've been sleeping with industry people. And why is it always in our community, there's always an asterisk next to our success? I don't understand. It's like I know, but it's like we're still doing this. And then his brethren are enablers. Because from the fact he could go online and say verbatim, "Hey man, I use the N-word like around my folks and that, it's cool." Bro, that means there's brothers around you, and maybe sisters too, that are saying it's cool. You know why? Because he's the breadwinner, and he filters down to them. They're probably on his books. So they're just a bunch of, well, I don't condone it, but he's helping me pay my mortgage, or he's helping cover my phone bill, or buy my new sneakers. Yeah. Nah, bro. Some things are worth more than your pride. Should not have a price tag on it.
I agree.
The respect you need to put on the name of your culture and your race should not have a price tag on it.
But this is why codes have to coming back into play. This is setting the precedent now. I don't condone no one getting bodily harm or like
not at all.
Like I don't condone violence on anybody. But at the end of the day, if a man can just get like, if Adin Ross, because I was sitting there last week and I was like, Glasses Malone ain't gonna say, "Oh man, he's gonna wait till this all dies down, and in about 3 years' time,
hack you up
at a basketball game, or you get caught slipping on the sly, you're gonna get packed." He's like, you know what we said at the beginning of the show about writing things down? Yeah, man, just put it in the pocket. Okay, cool. It's all right. We'll calm it down for now. Allegedly, or apparently, well, no, not allegedly. Adin Ross come out recently and said that he's losing sponsorships deals and he's losing guests coming onto his show right now. So now, see what happens is when you start hurting people's pockets, that's when things really start hitting the fan.
Yeah. What does he want us to do? Feel sorry for him? Yeah. Bro, apparently he's waved the white hood. The white flag to say.
He's waved his white wood.
The white hood.
Oh, safe.
You know, the white hood he's got in his little closet there. To say like, he like he's bowing out, like he's accepted defeat.
Up, bro.
Like, man.
Bro,
anyway,
up,
we spent too much time on
that. Adin, shut up, brother. Bro, shut up, bro.